Welcome guys to King of the Hippo number 5, qualifier number 1. We are playing Land Madness. We will always fight for a monument in the middle. My co-caster this time will be Mr. Robo.
Hello, hello.
So we had given them the choice of Huns, Incas, Vikings and Byzantines. It seems like Byzantines was quite a preferred choice here, Robo.
I think that's quite understandable, because if you don't have the middle, then you've got all that trash bonuses, and if you do have the middle, you can just spam Bombard Towers forever. And never, and ever, with all that free stone and all the free gold you get.
Yeah, and now we are looking at Super Lisko, who at the moment is controlling that monument. And now let's switch on to Manu, who is controlling that monument in the middle, and the changes that we have mentioned before. Look at the resources here. You gain a resource, or all the 4 resources, 1 each second, and that's what Manu is benefiting off at the moment.
Well, if you just change the spec overlay so you can see the resources for every player, you can see how far ahead Super Lisko is already compared to every other player. It's crazy.
He controlled it for 199 seconds, and now Manu is catching up here as well. That's just so strong.
Such a masterpiece. Like, he's almost able to go, like, he could go feudal right now if he wanted to, if he just makes a building and then start making scouts to get the control back.
Oh, so sick. And yeah, that's what I absolutely love. For all the guys who are super new to this format, we are fighting for this monument in the middle. We have a timer at the very right hand side top, and whenever this is down, whoever controls this monument is winning this game. And look at that, Manu wants to get control of the center back, and he is building a barracks in the center.
Oh, rushing to the middle, nice. Oh, I like that. And so he essentially has 1 free militia from the resources he's gathered already, plus he doesn't need to gather any gold to make more militia. That's really nice.
Okay, Land Madness is our map, and tell me, what's so special about this one?
It's pretty much impossible to fully wall your base, because there's all these little lines of shallows, or ice, depending on if you're using a mod or not, around the wood lines. So you can't wall from like the edge of the map into the middle and then round to the other corner, because there's all these little bits that you can't wall. So your base is always vulnerable to raiding. So there's no hold the middle and wall your base so they can't attack your eco, because they can always get in.
Yeah, and this allows a lot of backstabbing here. For example, if 2 people are fighting at the front, the other 4 could just go for their bases and completely wipe them out.
Oh, but at the moment, Green's taken his scout away from the middle, but Manu hasn't gone for it yet. He could take it right now. There we are. Oh.
And his resources are going up, but Pumuckl, actually the first one going to feudal age, but he's not on gold. I don't see him really contesting the center. Maybe that will be scouts out of him.
I would assume it's going to be scouts, judging from the way his eco is set up at the moment.
Really, quick question. Are maps random? Well, we have 8 qualifiers and 1 final, and I did set the map to all of the qualifiers, but Land Madness here, another map for another qualifier, but obviously Age of Empires 2, random generation of those maps as you know it.
That it is. I'm just super surprised from Super Lisko, to be honest. Like, he had the Wonder for the longest period of time right at the start. He's essentially had the biggest bonus from it, and he's only just now clicking up to feudal age.
Well, he's playing FC, Pop 26.
Yeah, I still think that's too greedy though, because you're giving the Wonder for at least, 12 minutes to other players, when he should have had the best chance to take it in feudal age, and then continue his dominance and get up to castle fairly quickly after that.
Well, he lost his scout very early on, so it's just some advantage at the start, and Pumuckl indeed is going for scouts. I got asked, could you explain the pop again? Well, pop doesn't get affected at all by the monument. It's only the resource income.
Yeah, it doesn't work like a Fedora. It doesn't take population space and it doesn't give you population space. It's just a neutral building for free resources.
Indeed. And now wheelbarrow for GWFE, a name that I have never heard before. Thursday, when we actually played some community games, and he performed pretty well, contested quite a bit, and I was close to him, and goddamn, he was annoying. He could really be one of those backstabbing guys. He's going for the boom approach here, going up with market and blacksmith. No walls at all from him.
Not even like quick walling around your gold and your woodlands is, I think, very risky for this sort of an FC. And like Super Lisker doesn't even have loom. Just pointing that out, since he's going for a boom as well. Like anyone can just, run around with 2 or 3 scouts and just harass these players, kill off bills. Like here, Manu's doing the right thing. He's walled his woodline. He's a good boy.
Good boy, Manu, indeed. And now Pumuckl is the first one contesting the center with some feudal army. We'll try to clear up those militia. Nice micro here. And he will be the next owner of the monument.
Yep, this is good. This is what I like.
And now let's see. He is not even on gold. And as you can see, oh well, he's sending 6 villagers now. And well, he will have a solid uptiming as well. But Manu, well, he has a barracks around and 2 spearmen already queued up. I think he will take this one back.
Quite likely. What do you think he's just going to go full spears and then switch into knights? It looks like with the stable at home, but he doesn't really have any food income, and he's mining stone. I'm really confused what his long-term strategy is at the moment.
Well, look at his stone count, and he is mining stone, so probably a castle close by there. And well, funnily enough, Pumuckl is still owning the monument there. As long as you don't lose your units there, you are still the owner of it. And now he's going back, therefore Manu is having it again. And well, those are some small skirmishes, not the full on attack we kind of anticipated here, Robo.
Yeah, no, I was sure that there would be full feudal fights between at least some of the players for the Wonder. And like, if I was playing, I would definitely be going hard for it. Get it early, get the resources in, because like you can be up to castle age by this stage easily if you've got control for 10 minutes.
Yeah, like
that's 600 free food.
We have to think about 2 things. First, it's a first qualifier. Some people might not have figured it out yet. And second, this is a low qualifier. We will have 4 low qualifiers, 4 high qualifiers, and we'll have a very interesting mixture of people in the grand finals. They're playing for $200. And Shadow could actually go and control the center here, but somehow did only a short patrol here. Robo, so now no one really going for the mass attack in the center. Who do you think has the best chances so far?
Oh, well, I think it's too early to say if someone's going to win, because
yeah, okay, who has the best boom, has the best position for himself?
I don't know. I think it's still too early to say anything like that, because Super Lisko's, he's only just dropping down TCs. Everyone's, within 5 vills of each other, so no one's got a huge lead. Shadows with those crossbows in the middle are stopping Manu from coming for a forward castle, which really kills his plan until he gets some army out.
Right, so true. Now going on some knights, but without any upgrades. Will get very tricky, although, well, the crossbowmen are kind of virgins as well, if you look at those upgrades there. Not really existent.
I think 2 knights should be able to clear this up easily, but, it's still slowing him down. He couldn't just go and drop it instantly like he might have wanted to.
Behind that, Shadow is adding 2 TCs as well. It's not a complete all-in towards the center. Manu, actually the one who controlled the center for quite some time. The one with the lowest HP here. Or the lowest villager count, I want to say. And Teal is grabbing it. Without filling any army. Simply because green left and purple didn't really go for it. And purple taking over. Shadow now going for... Well, the pullback as it seems. No blacksmith out of him. Actually, he has a blacksmith. Simply not using it for now. Manu adding some TCs as well. Has still some nice free resources. Okay, so let's think about Razor a bit. He is going for the Vikings. How good are Chieftain Berserkers in that scenario if the enemies are going for heavy cav and bomber towers? Can't hear you on Discord? I can. Well, it's showing. That's kind of weird. Maybe you try to reconnect. I tried to reconnect as well. And could you hear me now?
Yep, you're back.
Okay, that's weird. Okay. Some dance here. Knights are going down. And crossbowmen are taking over again. Boom. The best ones for our Viking player and Super Lisco at the moment in the high 50s. Umukil trying to snag some around. Teal trying to look into it as well, but nothing too special happening. We're down to 290 years at the moment. And my question again to you, Razor playing the Vikings, how good will his army composition really be? Maybe like Siege Rams, Chieftain Berserks? How efficient are they?
Oh, for sure, Berserks are a trash killer through and through, especially with their regeneration. So like, if you kill a bunch of trash and you've got a couple of units that are half health, you know, you just chill, you wait for a couple of minutes, you're back to full health. You don't need monks or anything to keep your army at full strength. And then, as most infantry units are, like the champion line, samurai, etc., they've got good stats, plus their very, very nice anti-cav bonus thanks to chieftains. They counter pretty much every trash unit.
Okay. Let me just quickly... You kind of increased your volume there, but I will decrease just Discord. And now Shadow controlling the center for long enough. And yeah, therefore he is dropping a castle towards the center as well. And isn't too far away from building a second one there. And then Byzantines castles, they're pretty strong.
They're pretty tanky, yeah. But to be honest, I would have preferred it to be a little bit closer to the wonder. Because at the moment, it doesn't range the other side. So if his crossbows get killed, the enemy can sit on the other side away from the castle. And oh, is this our castle?
Well, kind of looks like it, right?
Nearly.
Like 5-6 villagers already going down there, trying to micro back those two. It seems like he will kill the knight, but, well, that delays the castle more than he wanted to. On the way to Imperial Age, our player in the teal trunks.
And he's doing scale binding armor and dropping stables. So, what's this going to be, like early Imp Cavalier push?
Maybe Hussar, he's sending more villagers on gold. I think that might be something like Paladins. Uh-huh.
I don't know, I really don't like going into Paladins when, you know, everybody else is Byzantines with very nice halberdiers, or Viking Berserks.
Yeah,
which still trade cost effectively versus Paladin.
Yeah,
so,
especially Byzantine ones. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that. Hussars for raiding and like backstabbing out the enemies, yep, that's cool, but as your main army composition, I think that's not going to work out too well.
Well, we will see Super Lisco with a very strong boom here. 4 TCs up, nice farm, eco 110 villagers there.
He's actually got 5 TCs.
5? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now building the imp buildings, and he will go up with their very strong army. Sending more villagers on stone, has a lot of lumber camps as well there. Tries to be as efficient as possible.
Yeah, I guess he's just going to go out massive run. He's got dropping stable as well. And I think he's just planning to overpower the middle with flood of units, it looks like.
Yeah, there is
He's
not that...
He's not mining enough stone, so he's not going for like cataphracts or castle or tower push or something like that. It's pure infantry army at this stage. Or, not infantry, army. Army.
Army. Well, you don't have too much gold on this map here, honestly. Yeah, you have a lot of like small tiles, but they're always only consisting of 1,600 gold, and you don't really have a main gold spots to begin with. So I'm not sure if paladins or mass cavaliers are a good choice.
It's just so difficult to protect the gold spots because they're just so scattered around. You can't, build a castle near one or a town center because it only gives you, as you said, 1,600 gold. It runs out very quickly, and then those defensive buildings kind of become a waste.
Shadow controlling the center for, I would say, roughly 150 years or something. It feels really, really long. It feels like he's here for like 8-9 minutes or something.
Oh, easily, I'd say. He's had it since his archers came in pretty much non-stop, so that's 10 to 15 minutes now.
Sick. Oh, he's on the way to Imperial Age as well. Cavaliers now from Teal. Velisco indeed going for, well, only one stable for now. He has a lot of resources as well. We look at his bank. Hallelujah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, at the same time, Teal is raiding poor Pumagul.
I feel like that's a waste of your army. Like, Pumagul's not... He's the lowest score in the game, and he's not contesting or even trying to fight the middle at the moment. You need to be attacking green or Superlisco. Basically, those are the two biggest threats at this stage, and then Racer would be the next one.
Yeah, and he's not like... If he like kills him off the map, he gets all his gold spots. But that's not really what he's doing either.
Yeah, and it's not comparable at all, because you need to send your villagers over there. You need to spend army capturing it, whereas the middle doesn't cost you villages. You just take it and then it's yours, as long as you keep your units nearby. And then you only need to defend, 2 areas, your eco and the middle. Whereas here you have to defend 2 different ecos and try to push the middle.
There's so many weird dots here in the map of Racer. Some red scouts, some purple villagers running through that base. How's purple there? That makes so little sense. Well,
I think he's just running around looking for extra golden stones, because like he's taking some berries behind green. Like I guess he's looking for random resources he can gather. Or maybe
his map exploration. That's so weird. Okay, huge walls here. And yeah, he's just running around. So weird. Down to 155 years, people have to start thinking about the center.
And no one's really got any military. Like,
that was a lot of...
starting to add arbs. So sorry, he's making skirmishes to counter the arbs, and I guess possibly bombard cannons once he gets up. Maybe siege rams.
Superlisco is actually going for the whole menu here. Going for halberdiers, going for elite cataphracts, adding another castle, adding archer ranges as well, and well...
Oh, that's a castle.
Yeah. Okay, well, pulling off the villagers is Superlisco. Kind of feels like green and purple will contest the center. Less racers coming over as well. Pumagul, more of the chilled guy so far, leaning back quite a bit.
Yeah, and all Teal's taking into bombard towers. So it looks like he's going to try to push in with his Cavalier and Helbs and bombard towers at this stage.
Oh, and more ratings. Superlisco, the score leader, and you said, well, in his shoes would attack the guy with the highest score. And seems like he is listening to you. And well, he's getting a lot of upgrades as well. But now Superlisco coming over and is clearing up that raid.
Oh, well, these cataphracts are going to be so powerful. Like, in theory, the only real counter to cataphracts are Paladin and mass arbs and scorpions and stuff like that. But, these aren't fully upgraded Paladins. And they're Byzantine Paladins to begin with. So it's such a bad fight. Yeah. Nobody except for possibly Racer is able to easily counter what his army is, other than the fact that it's such a huge economic cost to make them. So I think their best bet would just be mass raid him, you know. Keep harassing his farmers, don't let him gather food, don't let him gather gold. Just prevent him from making the units in the first place.
Yeah, that's an option for sure. And well, we kind of need to start looking more into the center. Racer is now going for the home base of Shadow here, but without a lot of siege for now. It's only Berserks now adding the siege workshops, and Shadow staying very calm in the center there, maybe producing some some cataphracts to his home base. But we are down to 100 years, guys, and that's your time to spam some nearly years. The official King of the Hippo emotes.
Oh, fancy. Special emotes.
Well, not that special. Oh, nearly years, right? Oh. That's ay.
Nearly's on point today.
Yeah. Well, I got like 8 out of 9 letters correct. That's okay.
Well, fair enough.
Fair enough. Oh, and Shadow's trying to rush out that castle. Well, a lot of Berserks trying to prevent that.
I don't really like that position to begin with.
Yeah, it's not really protecting a lot.
I understand that it's a big wood line that he wants, but I prefer to concentrate on the ones closer to the middle. Because, you know, you want to keep the middle and just keep all your eco concentrated in one area. Whereas this castle is just going to die instantly to the Berserks and Rams.
Yeah, kind of looks like it, right? Although it's a Byzantines castle with a lot of HP. Teal and Red going for each other, but now Red is saying, let's go for the middle. You go, says Purple.
You go so that I can kill you.
Go back. Oh,
throwing away those trebs though. Where are they going?
Oh, that's so costly. No, oh, he's not killing them.
Kill them! Kill the trebs!
He's not killing them. Look at that.
What?
That's a peace offering if I've ever seen one.
Oh wow. No, kill them. Kill them. It's like 1,000 gold just sitting there.
Oh man. Well, one trap going down. Now more people going for the center. Pumuckl is around as well.
He's only got a single arbalist in the middle.
Well, he's getting the resources. He's defending at home. He knows, well, I'm otherwise dying at home. He is at pop 115, more arbalists being sent over. He just keeps one there to get more of the resources, guys. And for everyone who thinks like 50 years this game is going to end pretty soon, no. Whenever you are taking this monument over, it resets to 100 years here. Something that we will see. Super Lisco will take the control now.
Oh, that was easy. That was easy. Yeah, it's like all panicking, like, come on guys, we all have to go for the middle, and then just a single cataphract goes in there and whacks it and it's over.
And Purple now attacking green as well. I feel like green will have a really tough time to win this game. 60 pop for him, his starting base completely destroyed. Purple is knocking at his door at the front. No center control at all his castles got destroyed. He's trying to set up more eco, but honestly, at the moment, military count at -1.
But Purple is going to have some huge problems at the moment. Like, his army composition is elite skirms and rams, which is just going to get shredded by cataphracts and berserks.
What? Well, look at his gold count. It was up to 5.5k gold there, and now adding some siege rams. So that's intentionally banking up gold. I absolutely love what Mano is doing here. Just make sure to keep the center occupied, and then maybe let everyone waste some gold, and then go for the big kill. So I actually think Mano is going for the right composition, but just not yet.
Well, maybe, but at the moment it looks like Super Lisco's got a good chance at winning this. So he needs to start switching into his gold-heavy army now, if he wants to possibly stop him.
I don't really see that, honestly. So Belisco's trying to defend against Purple. At the moment he has like 5 skirmishes, 1 trap there, maybe 6 skirmishes. If Teal would go for it, he could easily clear it up. Blue can clear it up as well. No, this monument will change several times.
Ooh. Maybe. We'll see how this goes. Because Racer without something to kill those cataphracts is going to have many problems. Right, he needs to add in heavy scorpions or arbalest or something to support his unit composition.
We'll see. Pumuckl, very heavily under-upgraded to skirmishes this far. Sparrow, thanks so much. And
KOTH is back, baby. Me likey.
That's just a mistake from Superlisco walking too far away with his army.
oh yeah, I didn't even catch that. I thought he would hold it on. I was looking at the big walls there of Pumuckl in the left-hand side corner. And yeah, more berserks now taking control here. Where did the rams go? I don't really know. More berserks.
All the Racer's rams died.
It's kind of the first time he is taking this.
Oh, those bomber towers, they're still doing quite a lot of damage to those mass berserks. If only you could kill Guif's annoying bomber cannons.
It is. Man are now switching on to Longsword Man? Don't really know about that. Later on, obviously champions, but well, they perform reasonably well against all the trash units.
But not versus cataphracts and berserks. So that's like a very late game situation once you still have gold. As long as someone has the middle, they've got gold for cataphracts and berserks. So champions aren't really going to be cost effective.
Not really. That's like 2.5 villagers on gold.
Yeah, it's still better than nothing. Plus, if you're selling, 1,000 wood every minute.
Okay.
You got enough gold to make a handful of berserks a minute. Plus, whatever other trash you're making.
Whoa, and Racer now ruffle stomping Teal here. Look at that, shredding through all the army. Now close to 3-1 KD. Getting another castle up without any HP upgrades though. Those rams are now very efficient. And Teal, well, he will lose his forward base here. Racer going crazy.
He'll lose the base, but he'll kill most of Racer's army, I think.
Well, he lost a lot of his army. He's down to pop 110 without getting raided at home. Pumuckl, the one, well, not really fighting at all at the moment. 29 kills from him, going for, well, a single.
Tried slow pushing it in.
And down to 50 years. Racer!
Oh, Superlisco is getting ready for a big push. And yep, Manu and Superlisco have stopped attacking. They're both going their separate ways to prepare for a charge on the center.
That was truly a battlefield here. And well, that's a lot of trash units. 40 years? Well, if there were like 10 more rams, I think Racer had a chance. But if everyone is combining their forces now, I think they should be able to clear up Racer.
Especially since he doesn't really have any unit production right near the front. You have 2 siege workshops and 1 castle, and those rams are just going to get instantly killed by Pumuckl's hussars.
And he's trying to reinforce, but Green is intercepting that with all his small cataphract numbers. He's actually up to pop 105 again. So Teal is actually doing quite a good job for the whole group here.
Yeah, he just stalled Racer enough, killed enough of the army for everybody else to come in and finish him off.
Okay, let's select all the units here. We're down to 25 years. They need to kill those rams. Some berserks out, some rams still here. Oh, I think they will kill it, but they need to focus on those rams.
Oh, the rams are walking out though. Come on, get back in the middle.
Micro.
There's 1 ram still.
Some more berserks are coming in. If the berserks keep coming in. 18 years, Robo.
No, there's no way he's gonna win this.
Villagers! 15 years! Nearly years!
No, I don't believe it.
No, they will die. They will die. Although, more berserks.
2 berserks.
2 berserks.
1 berserk. 1 berserk still.
Oh! Hallelujah! Oh, and he's still pop 146. He's pop 146, so he can do that again.
Yeah, but 130 of that pop is villagers.
Well, but still, like, oh god, he lost so many berserks to green. That really, I believe that green could actually have saved the group there. Ooh, yo, yo. And I didn't call the GG. Cannot end.
Oh, Pomicle's coming with a lot of siege rams and a lot of trash. Just screaming in.
Look at that, Skirm still without chemistry, no defense upgrade there. Green now going for elite cataphracts. He's trying to regroup, still has a lot of area there. Byzantines also have guilds.
Oh, Rams, where are you going? You gotta attack the Bobo towers. Pomicle, no!
Well.
And the Treadson too.
And Pumacle had 30 kills just some seconds ago. And finally, he is really starting to join the party. Didn't have the monument control for longer than 30 seconds with the starting scouts or something, right?
But now he's got it back.
Wow, Pumacle!
Yep, I would just like him to keep building more and more buildings closer and closer, just to keep spam going.
Yeah, it's not the lack of buildings, we can agree on that, right?
No, it's just, yeah, it's just they're too far away. And like, half of them are walking past Teal's Bombard Towers, and you know, they're going to take some little bits of extra damage as they walk past, potentially get sniped off.
Yeah.
Before even accomplishing anything.
9 years for him now.
But the problem is, most of his army looks like it skirms. Oh, no, Rand, you need to stay in the middle. Don't worry about the towers.
Wants to clear
You want at least some of them in the middle to tank.
Yeah, and to kill other rams as well. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah, because look, they're just going to get killed by all those elves. And wow, Manu is building a lot of keeps. Not even Bobo Towers, they're just keeps.
Oh. Is he lacking that much gold? Ah, he wants to keep it, and yeah, look at the stone count.
Yeah.
Oh.
Keeps for days.
Oh, they have some solid range as well. And he has arrow splits, so 15 damage there. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
It's really tough to hold the Wonder now.
But I think he's just got the same problem. He just needs to keep building more and more buildings closer forwards and not purely make keeps.
Honestly, I like the position of Manu now.
And like,
Yes.
none of the other players really have any siege at the moment.
Yeah.
Superlisco's got like a single Treb. Teal has a bombard cannon or two.
Razor's going for the
Trebs.
Razor's going for the backstabbing. Pumuckle indeed is going for Teal. Will lose his traps here. I think
no one's massing rams.
I think Purple will take it here. This looks so good for him. We are still 90 years in, guys, but no one is focusing, and that's when you win. When too many people are not focusing in the center. This looks so good for Manu.
I think Green needs to like go sacrifice his cataphracts and just send them into Purple's economy at this stage. Although saying that, he's got huge amounts of wood at the moment, and gold and stone. It's just food that he's really lacking.
Yeah. See how is he queuing up? Not that much. Superlisco has a lot of army here, 100 military, but only 2 traps. I think Manu will win it. This looks so good for him. No one taking care at the moment.
Yeah, no one's got rams. He's just sitting there. Like, he needs to send all of his villagers soon. Like, he's getting towards the stage where, you know, you just sacrifice your entire economy to get units in the middle.
Look at that. Middle. There are tons of towers. No, stay focused on yourself, says Manu.
Yeah.
Okay, and now Lisco needs to give an update to everyone. That's only 68 years, and everyone has to go.
Yeah, but no one's got the siege to kill the towers, and towers are just going to do so much damage to every unit. Especially without any rams to tank the tower fire. And Race is just too busy absolutely destroying Pomicle.
Green, well, he's sending in a ram now.
Oh, 1 ram.
Racer, he will go for the center, but a bit late. Maybe, just maybe they can kill all the units and not kill the towers. But the reinforcement is too close as well. They need to move in ASAP, Robo. I think Manu is in a very good spot here.
Yeah, he is. Obviously, no one's gonna like resign or anything because you always keep fighting. But like even blue and green, they're sort of fighting each other as they try to move towards the middle.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, Racer's just turned around and he's just started killing all the green's cataphracts. Oh, you're going the wrong way.
Oh, purple has so much.
His pop is actually dropping quite a lot though. But you know, he's still got a ton of towers.
Yeah, and he's investing in all his gold. Not a lot of stone left. 42 years. Let's select what does he have. That's still roughly 40 units there. Oh, Racer. If Racer and Shadow went for the center, I think they could have cleared up everything. This is so tricky. Let's go.
Or if they'd gone for his economy or, you know, done anything but fight each other.
That's so many rams still left. 30 years here. That's so many more rams. And he has the siege workshops relatively close by. More rams queued up. 4 traps around. Mr. Shine flying in as well. We are down to 28 years. Pop 140 for Manu. Say yes or no, Robo.
Oh, I think it's gonna be a no. Actually, if they can get in there and kill the rams, I think it's gonna be a no.
Oh, more villagers coming in. 20 years. Halberdier numbers are okay-ish. 5 traps around. 19 years. That's so many HP still left.
They just need to concentrate down the rams with their melee units and get the skirms to kill the bills and the other shit.
Green and blue are screwing up. I believe the skirmishers need to go in there as well. 15 years. Oh, it's so close. I think he will take it. I think he will take it. Roughly 20 units left. Blue is now coming in with his rams. 10 more years. Everyone is fighting in. Now green is moving in. Blue is moving in. Red. Now he's sending all the villagers exactly doing the right stuff here. 7 years left. He still has too many rams. I think he has too many rams left. Or does he? Some villagers. 5 years. I think he got it. Yeah, another ram is getting on the field.
Yeah,
getting sniped down.
That last
more
ram
villagers.
is going to secure it for him.
This ram, 200 HP ram,
the
2
ram
years,
in the middle of the skirms.
1 year, and it is Manu taking qualifier number 1.
Oh,
GG.
that hero ram just getting in there at the end.
Well, he still had some hero
boy.
villagers close by as well. But yeah, Pop 90, he was completely out of all resources, and what a game, number 1, King of Hippo 5.
Oh, wow.
So Manu is qualifying for the finals. Sunday evening, we will have 7 more of those qualifiers for you in store, guys. Oh, Robo.
Oh, wow.
What did they do wrong in the end?
Oh, the green and blue are just too busy killing each other. Like, blue had all these rams destroying green's archery ranges and siege workshops when they could have been taking down the towers, taking down the rams, you know, 10, 20, 30 years earlier. But no, he wanted his revenge.
Yes, Lisco could have went in a bit earlier, and Racer and Shadow, they just lost like 60, 80 army, 1 screen away from the monument. They could have easily swiped out all those rams, but those games end because some people are not taking care at that point, and I kind of saw it, but obviously we have the all-seeing eye, Robo. We are so knowledgeable, and it's tough to see
because everybody else,
play.
they don't actually have a lot of line of sight from the window. They've only got like 2 tiles around it, so they don't know exactly what's there until they get there themselves. So it's kind of understandable, but it's still why they lost.
Okay, so let's take a look at the stats. We have Pumuckl with very low kills there. Was pretty slow with his boom. Did contest the center in the end though. And Razor had a lot of kills there with his. He obviously killed a lot of villagers as well. Got a lot of raisings there.
Yes.
You can screen.
Yeah, he actually. If you're able to get back into the game, Pumuckl's base is just completely wiped off the map.
Hallelujah.
Like other than his center push with a ton of buildings, you know, he's got like nothing left at home.
Yeah, so true. Oh, he had a lot of rams. Oh, Pumuckl had so many rams left as well. Oh, they could have chewed away everything from purple in the center as well. Oh man.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, but he got attacked there too heavily. And ego stats. In the end, I believe the wonder isn't the most important thing. It's more about map control. Uptimings. I think we could see some really sick ones here. When it comes to feudal, imp, and castle ages. Once people hold the wonder even longer, control it a bit better.
I think if you're able to hold it for a solid 15-20 minutes in the early game, it'll pay off.
Wow,
like
that's
if you could get it from 5 minutes to 25 minutes, the amount of gold and stone that it will gather you is insane, and it will allow you to reboom very quickly to catch up again.
Ah, sweet stuff.